Hi everyone and welcome to my Patreon. I'm glad to have you here. It's very exciting and that I've at last found a platform where I can take the Oxford School of Corsetry online and teach you all. I'm kicking off with a free download which you'll have seen on various social media platforms. It is the So Curvy Victoria pattern, which has been in circulation for a very long time now. I have specifically designed this download for sewing along, so there are no instructions and you will find some features missing, and there is a reason for that, so trust me please on that. This is a Victoria corset pattern as is, without any alterations, so this is what it will look like, and this is what we'll be making first of all. Our project in the book makes this corset. After we have finished all the basics, then we're going to go into pattern manipulation and we'll be doing my Take One pattern series, because I firmly believe that you really only need one really good corset pattern, and this is that pattern. So thank you for joining me, and let's get stuck in. So what you need to put the pattern together is a ruler, a pair of scissors and some tape. First of all, you need to make sure that you print the pattern at 100%. So make sure that your printer is set to 100%. On your pattern, you'll see a scale cube, and when you've printed out the pattern, that scale cube should measure 3 centimeters exactly, this way and this way. The pattern comes with a list of materials and a list of equipment and a size chart. This is the same pattern that has been in circulation for a long time, but there are no instructions. You do have a very scant list of reminders, so don't forget that the reason there's no instructions is because this pattern download is designed to sew along with. There are 6 panels in this corset, which means that there are 12 pattern pieces to stick together, and they are labelled 1 and 1B and so on up to 6 and 6B. So all the bottoms have the B tag. To stick them together, all you do is start with the bottom, cut it out roughly, and then superimpose the waists on top of each other. So on the bottom section B, you've got a waistline, and on the top section B, on the top section, you've got a waistline. Simply place them on top of each other and make sure that the lines line up. Printer paper is usually transparent enough that you can see that much detail. That's glued together. Take the excess off the bottom. Stick it down. I'm going to cut a size 16 because my waist size is 31 inches and that corresponds to the size 16. Now, please cut your pattern pieces according to your waist measure. The bust measure is there and the lower hip measure is there, but those are metrics. They're not really there so that you can alter the pattern before you start sewing. The reason for this is that altering a pattern before you sew makes things very much more complicated when it comes to fitting. So I don't recommend that you alter the pattern at all. I do recommend that you cut it according to your waist, and we will fit your bust and hip afterwards, after we've made the toile. Those are literally there for a metric. In fact, if I could get away with taking them off, I probably would. So I'm going to cut size 16. Now, when they're all cut out, you'll notice immediately, I hope, that you've got circles and dashes. These are mentioned in the scant instructions. The circles always match together and the dashes always match together so that you don't get mixed up. The other thing I want you to be really careful about when cutting out is to cut as exactly as you possibly can. This is because there are lots of curves built into this pattern and some of them are very, very subtle. I saw one girl on YouTube tracing the pattern and cutting all the curves out because she didn't realise they were there, and she ended up with a tube. So please do be very careful about cutting the lines exactly. On panel 6, you'll notice we've got eyelet holes marked here. This is actually a template, so you can punch through these holes and use that on your corset toile or your real corset. If you have any questions at all about this, please do let me know in the comments.